to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a video which kind of ties in with the whole message, I guess, of my Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram already, you will know what I'm talking about, but pretty much I like to share pictures that are showing both sides to social media to help normalize normal bodies. But yeah, I also am wearing a bikini because I did just take some pictures for my Instagram. But today I pretty much wanted to talk to you guys about self-love, body positivity, all that jazz, which to some people seems like unreachable or they won't ever really get there. Just my little story relating to this. If any of you have been following me on Instagram for a while, you probably know this already, but pretty much when I was just leaving high school, I was the lightest I'd ever been. I mean, in school I never really had any real crazy body issues. Nothing really like that. I honestly didn't really focus that much on what I ate or anything. It wasn't a big thing to me then. I can't even remember what I weighed when I was in high school. I just don't remember it really being a big thing to me. However, once I left high school, I went through some periods where I was just yo-yo dieting, kind of putting on a couple kilos, losing it, putting it on, and it just created this really terrible like mindset. I created a terrible mindset for myself and I was just not happy. I mean, in the moment I didn't really realize it, but looking back now I just think it's so sad because I was just, I mean, I looked amazing, but I was just never happy. I didn't feel good. Yeah, I mean, it was the lightest I'd ever been. It was the least amount of body fat I probably ever had, but yeah, I just wasn't happy. Which at the time I didn't know, like I wasn't consciously trying to hide how I felt from everyone, but now that I look back I can see that I was. And yeah, I just wasn't happy. I didn't like myself at this point. I didn't have a single stretch mark. From there, I just was putting on weight, and it was only over a period of a few months before I started the prep for my competition where I actually put on a fair amount of weight. And I don't know if it was the thought of that I'm going to be starting comp prep, which kind of just made me let myself go a bit. But at the end of 2018, just for a few months, I was just binge eating like crazy. So at this point, it's about 10 to 15 kilos heavier than I previously was anyway. And yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't feel great. I was binge eating for months, so I didn't feel fantastic. And I look back now and just think I don't even really recognize myself then, which is a real shame, but it's just something that I went through. Obviously through that weight gaining period, I did get stretch marks on my body. I got them all over my legs and my hips and my butt, and I had them everywhere. I'll try find a picture for you guys. It's probably just going to be my butt literally up on the screen, but I will try find a picture for you guys just to show you how they were. And it was really uncomfortable. They were really itchy and they were sore, and yeah, it wasn't a really fun time, and I wasn't very happy with myself at all. And I just remember crying about it, and yeah, it wasn't good, and I didn't want to go out in places, and I would film YouTube videos and then never put them up because I just felt ugly, which looking back now is such a shame because, you know, I wasn't at all. But yeah, it's just something I think a lot of us go through. Then I started my comp prep and I lost weight. By the end of the year I'd lost all the weight that I'd put on and a little bit more, and I also had been having treatments done on my stretch marks, so I started that at the beginning of 2019. I did do that, and I'm not sure if my stretch marks were going to lighten on their own or if they needed that, but sometimes in certain lights they're still dark, but then in some lights they'll be completely white, so it really just depends. Now I'm honestly not fussed about it at all. Yeah, so I actually grew through my comp prep to really embrace my stretch marks. It was my mum and my sister. They were talking to me once and they just said, like, if you saw someone, because I got to the point where I didn't want to practice posing, I didn't want to wear anything that showed my stretch marks in front of anyone because yeah, I didn't want people to judge me or anything. And they just said to me, if you saw someone else that looked like that and they had those stretch marks and were wearing, you know, clothes that showed them off, wouldn't that make you think, wow, that they're amazing, not, oh gosh, why would they show that? And I really thought, like, that's exactly what I would think. I'd think, wow, that's amazing. And so from then on, I honestly just would try every opportunity I got. I would show my stretch marks and people wouldn't even notice that I started wearing just gym shorts. And obviously it's something not anyone realizes, but for myself it made a huge difference in my like self-love journey, just putting myself out there a little bit every single day or every chance I got. And I competed, didn't even think for a second about my stretch marks actually, which is amazing, but this was about 9 months later. And then obviously I finished my comp, and for the few months after that it was really tricky. Just obviously you're going to put on weight after a comp, but it was just really hard to get my head around. The littlest bit of fats made such a huge difference to me. Like my eyes, I was just seeing it differently, and I don't know why, and I don't know why my mind was doing that, but that's kind of just what I was going through in that time. And I think anyone who's had body dysmorphia or anything like that can completely understand what I'm saying. It's just like I was seeing something that wasn't actually there. And obviously I look back now and think, oh my god, like I wasn't fat, but in my mind, because it was such a change from my stage body, I was just thought that I was really overweight. I don't know, it's really crazy to think about now. But then it's really been these last 6 months that I've felt I've just really grown. I kind of was one of those things that just all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, I'm actually love myself so much. Like, and I know that that might seem so out of reach, but I promise you, I was at a point where I never thought I would have that outlook on myself. Like I never ever thought I would. And then just all of a sudden it just happened, and it actually took me looking back, you guys might have seen on my Instagram, but it took me looking back at some of my stage pictures that I never posted because I thought that I wasn't good enough because I didn't place. And I look back at them and I just started crying because I was so proud of myself and how far I've come now. And yeah, I think the last 6 months of me sharing my journey kind of on social media and telling you guys it's okay to look a certain way is what really made me. It's kind of like that concept of like fake it till you make it, which normally I don't like, but it's about like positive reinforcement every single day, that even though you may not 100% feel it, you got to tell yourself it anyway. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips on how I think it could help to get to a good place with yourself. Obviously, again, it's a journey, like it takes time, but I promise you, you can get there. It's just about being kinder to yourself. Just wanted to give you guys a few tips, and maybe one or two of these might resonate with you or might give you a little bit of hope. Anyway, let's get straight into them. So the first one's kind of what I was just referring to, and that is positive reinforcement. Telling yourself something every single day that you love about yourself. It can be the same thing every day if you want, but try to think of something new. Even if it's something you don't completely and utterly love about yourself, but you still think, you know, it's unique or beautiful or different, and telling yourself that even when you maybe don't feel it, even if it's writing a few things down and then over the next few days telling yourself those things, because I know it can be hard sometimes and you just think like, what, I can't think of anything, like I can't think of anything that I love about myself. Going along with that is just surrounding yourself with positive reinforcement, as well as in like changing your background on your phone to a really nice quote that really helps you feel better and helps you see the good kind of in yourself. Even a lot of girls have said to me that they write things on their mirror that they can see in the morning, which is just awesome. Something that you will look at every single day. I think that that can make a really huge difference. This kind of leads me on to my next point, which is unfollow anyone that makes you feel like shit. Literally unfollow anyone that makes you feel like shit, because there was a point in my life where I would just follow people, I swear, to make myself feel bad. And this doesn't have to mean that this person is like a douchebag or a terrible person because they make you feel like shit. Like some people you just see, and whether it's you do feel jealous or you do feel envious, or they just seem to be that perfect person that you'll never be able to become. Remove anyone like that in your life or anything, and maybe down the track you'll be able to go follow people and they won't make you feel like that anymore. But I just think it's really important not to have something as a constant reminder on your phone, something that's constantly making you feel bad. And 3 of the biggest things that I think, it will take time. Nobody is perfect, and it's okay to feel this way. This will take time. Don't expect it to happen overnight. You're not going to do one day of positive reinforcement towards yourself and feel like a brand new person. It's not going to happen that way. It's going to take time, and it's going to take some effort on your part of just making a conscious effort to be kinder to yourself. And also that it is okay to feel this way, and a lot of people feel this way. A lot of people. You're not alone. You're not weird. You're not, you know, disappointment because you feel this way. You shouldn't be disappointed in yourself because it's so normal, and it happens to so many people. So never ever put yourself down for that. And no one is perfect. I know that you probably, just like I was saying, see people on Instagram, you think they have this perfect life, this perfect everything. I promise you they don't. Everyone is human. Every single person has their insecurities. Every person has imperfections, but that is what makes us amazing. And the sooner you stop trying to fake this perfect life or perfect, you know, image, like the sooner you can start really working on yourself and really becoming someone that you're happy with. But guys, please, if you want to talk to somebody, please message me. Anyone who has messaged me knows that I will take the time to respond to you as long as it takes. But the main thing is you can get there. Everyone can get there. So if you feel like you'll never have that positive outlook, I promise you, I was there once and I got here. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe and click the little notification bell so you never miss an upload. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.